Good morning, students. Am I audible? Am I audible or not? Not audible. Okay. Today, I told in the last class that is today we are going to solve some problems. That is especially very important problems. That is on vehicle performance characteristics. So I hope everyone are ready with your notes and calculators for solving the problem. Okay. Is it so? Everyone are ready with calculators and notes, right? Okay. We'll start solving the problem. Before going to solving the problem, first we'll see what are all the formulas we are going to use in this problem solving. I'll share my screen. Wait for a minute. Okay. I hope everyone are able to see the screen, right? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Wait for 2 minutes. We'll start. Okay, let's start solving the problem. Before going to that, we have to note down some formulas which are useful for solving the problem. So in the exam, if you go through the question papers, in all the question papers, and these were the questions they were asking. That is the problems on vehicle performance characteristics, determining the what I can say, the engine horsepower. That is engine horsepower. That is engine horsepower. They are asking horsepower and speed of engine. Okay, these are determine speed of engine, especially in all the problems. These two are the common questions they are going to ask. Today we are going to solve this problem, that is to determine the engine horsepower and speed of the vehicle using these values. Okay, using these values. So using the rolling resistance. So kindly note down, rolling resistance is equal to PF is equal to MFG. Then air resistance is equal to PA into CA, that is coefficient of air resistance, cow square. PA is equal to MIG by 100, PJ is equal to M into A. So then total tractive force, okay, the total resistance opposite to the all the forces that we are going to call it as total tractive force, which is the summation of all the resistances, that is rolling resistance, air resistance, grade resistance, and inertia resistance. And they are given all the values here. That is what is M is the mass of the vehicle, F is the coefficient of rolling resistance, Ca is the coefficient of air resistance, A is the projected front area of the vehicle, that is which will be in terms of square meter. Then V is the speed of vehicle in terms of meter per second. Then I is the slope or a gradient. Then A is the average acceleration. Okay, these are the formulas we are going to use for determining the vehicle performance, that is engine horsepower and the speed of the engine. So kindly note down this formula, make it fast. Okay, write it fast. Why? Because we have to solve some 5 to 6 problems today. That's why. Okay, those are all very simple problems I'm going to show. So kindly note down the formulas. So for your current information, I have uploaded the module 1 notes and the problems what we are going to solve today in the MS Team link, that is in the MS Teams, that is in the class materials I have uploaded. You can go through the folders of class materials. In the folder you can find the problems, then the notes of the first module. Okay, so make it fast. So kindly leave a message after finishing. Only simply write a rolling resistance is equal to PF is equal to MFG. A resistance is equal to CA AV square. Then grade resistance plus or minus PI is equal to MIG by 100. Inertia force plus PJ is equal to ME. So kindly note down. Then that total tractive, don't write these things. Okay, we will write later. Total tractive force, write this one. Total tractive force is equal to PP. Total tractive force is equal to, it is the summation of rolling resistance, air resistance, grade resistance, and inertia resistance. So kindly note up. Okay. Is it completed? Is it completed?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Write down, write down, write down. You have to inform me when it is completed so that I can proceed for problems. Completed? Others?
Yes, sir.
Completed or not? Okay. Next, note down the engine horsepower. So where V is the speed of the engine, speed of vehicle in meter per second. So note down engine horsepower. This is will be in terms of watts. So if you divide that power of engine by 735, it will be converted into HP. So note down engine horsepower. Using the PP tractive force and the speed, we can easily calculate the power of the engine. Then power of the engine in terms of HP, horsepower. That is, we all know that brake horsepower and horsepower, which is divided PP, P naught divided by 735, you will get in terms of HP. Then the speed of the engine is given by this formula. So V is the speed of the vehicle. As we all know that it will be in terms of K, it is kmph. Then GT, that is transmission gear ratio, GT, they are going to provide. Then GA, rear axle gear ratio. Then R naught is the radius of the tire. Lambda is the deformation factor. Okay, deformation factor, which is based on the tire pressure. So if the pressures of the tire is high, means you have to assume this one. If the pressures of the tire is low, means you have to assume this one. For a car and a passenger vehicle, we can assume lambda is equal to 0.930 to 0.935. If it is a truck or bus, lambda we can assume it as a 0.945 to 0.950. Okay, so kindly note down engine horsepower. So engine horsepower, P naught is equal to PP into V divided by 3.6. What is this 3.6 means? To convert the speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second. To convert the speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second, so we will multiply it by 3.6. not divide it by 3.6. Then for converting the watts to horsepower, so we are going to divide it by 735. Then speed of the engine, which is given by using this relationship, N is equal to V into GT into GA divided by 0.377 into RW. RW is equal to lambda into R naught. So lambda into R naught. Lambda is the deformation factor. R naught is the radius of tire. GT is the transmission gear ratio. GA is the rear axle gear ratio. They will give all the values. No need to worry. The lambda is also they will be providing. If not provided means we have to assume. That is 0.930 to 0.935 you have to assume. Okay. Kindly leave a message. If it is completed means we will go for the problem.
So can you please repeat the conversion thing, kilometer per hour to meter per second, when we have to change?
I will tell you. So 1 kilometer per hour. So converting kilometer means it is 1000. It will be converted to meter. Hour, how you are going to convert? Hour to second means it is 60 into 60. So it will be 60 into 60. How much you will get? Those 200 20 will get cancels. 10 divided by 3.6 will be there. So usually 1 divided that is a I'll tell you. Wait a minute. One kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Then hour to seconds means it is 60 into 60. Yes or no? Is it right? So you get 36 00 you are going to get. Now kilometer per hour. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 1000 divided by 5 by 18 or 1 divided by 3.6 also you can take. 00 get cancelled. 10 divided by 3.6. So 1 divided by 3.6. The same thing I have taken here. Where? Here. So you can multiply 5 by 18 also or 1 by 3.6. Is it clear? Understood this one? How to convert?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here in the speed of the engine, you have to keep kilometer per hour only. Whenever it comes for a horsepower, you have to convert. Okay. In other places also you have to convert, but here you should be it should be in kilometer per hour only. Okay. Now note on the first problem. So first problem, a vehicle of mass 800 kg. A vehicle of mass 1800 kg has to accelerate at 2 meter per second square, has to accelerate at 2 meter per second square from a speed of 12 kilometer per hour to 22 kilometer per hour in the first gear. From a speed of 12 kilometer per hour to 22 kilometer per hour in the first gear, full stop. The gradient is 1.2%. The gradient is 1.2%. And the coefficient of rolling resistance is 0.025. Coefficient of rolling resistance is 0.025. The frontal area and the coefficient of air resistance are 2.38 meter square and 0.37 respectively. Determine the engine horsepower required. Determine the engine horsepower required. Okay, these are the very simple problems. I'm going to teach in a very simple manner. Okay, I'll make you to understand, and it will be very easy. They will ask for 10 marks or 8 marks. They're going to ask. Okay.
So what should be the SI unit of horsepower?
Horsepower, it is HP only. The engine horsepower, which will be in terms of kilowatt or watt, will be there, but it will be converted to horsepower only. Horsepower is the HP is the unit of engine power. Okay. I think you all know that brake horsepower, then HP, all those things,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
The same thing. Okay. Is it clear? Completed?
Yes, sir.
Others? You can
Yes,
leave a
sir.
message. Okay. Now we will go for a solution. Now tell me, what are all the data they have given? First we will note down the data. So what is the data they have given? What is the mass of the vehicle?
1,800.
So mass of the vehicle which is 1,800 kg. Then what else they have given?
Acceleration.
Acceleration. A is equal to 2 meter per second square they have given. What is the speed they have given?
12 km per hour.
12 kmph to 22 kmph they have given. Okay. Then what else they have given? What is the F value they have given? Rolling resistance. Coefficient of rolling resistance
0.025.
25. Then what is the coefficient of air resistance they have given?
1.2%.
2.3
coefficient.
meters. 2.38 meters.
No. The coefficient of air resistance I am asking.
Point 0.37.
0.37. Good. Then what is the area of the frontal area? Front area of the car?
2.38 meters square.
2.38 meters square. Then what is the gradient they have given?
1.2%.
1.2%. Then what else they have given? This is the data they have given, right? Is there anything other than this they have given data? Okay. Now the first thing we know that make a note. We know that total tractive force PP is equal to, we all know that PF plus or minus PA plus or minus PI plus or minus PJ. So this is the first formula you have to write. That is the total tractive force. Then the first thing you have to calculate rolling resistance. That is PF. What is the formula for PF?
MFG.
MFG. What is M they have given? 1,800 they have already given. F it is 0.025 and G is 9.81. Now calculate what is the value. It will be in terms of Newton. Why? Because the kg will be converted into Newton. That's why it is multiplied with 9.81. Calculate the value. How much you will get? Are you going to get 441.45? Yes or no?
441.45, sir.
Okay. Next, any doubts in this?
G value.
G 9.81. It is constant, no? Acceleration due to gravity.
Yes, sir.
You can, if you want, you can write here. Given data 9.81 meter per second square. Okay. Next, we have completed with this rolling resistance. Next, we will move to air resistance. air resistance PA. What is the formula for air resistance? PA is equal to, what is the formula?
CA V square.
CAA V
V
square. Now you should consider V is equal to, they have given 2 speed. Okay, they have given 2 speed. So consider average of the speeds. Average of the speeds. So 34 by 2. So you will get 17 kmph will be the average speed. Why? Because the vehicle will not be moving at 12 kilometer ph. The vehicle initial speed is 12 and the final speed is 22. But you should take the average of the speed when you are calculating air resistance. Okay. Now, what is CA? CA we already known. It is 0.37. What is A? It is 2.38. What is V now? V.
17.
What is V?
17.
So it should be represented in terms of meter per second. That's why I am dividing it by 3.6, or you can multiply by 5 by 18. So whole square. Calculate the air resistance. How much you will get? Check it. What is the air resistance you are going to get? What is the air resistance? What is the air resistance? Is it 19.63?
Yes, sir.
You will get 19.63 Newton. Then next one is this is PA is completed. Now see grade resistance PI. What is the formula for grade resistance? What is the formula for grade resistance? It is MIG by 100. So mass we have known 1800. I, it is 1.2 into 9.81 divided by 100. Check it, how much you are going to get here. Are you following it or not? I am not
Yes, sir.
receiving any responses. I am not receiving any responses. So I hope everyone are following the problems, right? Chandan, Jeet Roy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I hope everyone are following. Okay. Now calculate the grade resistance. How much you are going to get? 1800 into 1.2. Here, why it is
211.896.
211.89, sir.
89 Newton. You carefully observe here. Don't convert this 1.2 to again multiply by 100 divided by 100. It is already divided by 100, so that whatever the I value they are going to provide, you take directly. Okay. Then fourth one is there. So fourth one, inertia due to acceleration. What is the formula for inertia? Pj is equal to
E is equals to A.
m into a. So we know that m is equal to 1800 into a is equal to 2. So 3600 Newton. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I think everyone have written right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, shall I erase these things? Erase all these things so that I can solve this total attractive force. Everyone have written right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will so we know that PP is equal to PF. Okay. Now Therefore, PP is equal to, what is PF? How much value you have got? We have got 441.45. PA, we have got 19.63. PI, 896. So it is 896 plus, what is PJ? It is 3600. It is 3600. Now calculate PP. How much you will get? You will get in terms of Newton.
4,000.
What is the value?
4,272.
4,272.
0.976.
976. So we will round it to 4273 Newton. Okay, 4273 Newton. Now this is the half portion of the problem is over. Next is the engine horsepower. Engine horsepower. So P naught is equal to, we know the formula, P naught is equal to PP into V divided by 3.6. So PP is 4273. Here, when you are calculating the engine horsepower, you should consider V is equal to initial speed of the vehicle. So I am going to consider 12 divided by 3.6. Calculate PP value. It will be in terms of watt. It will be in terms of watt. Check it how much you are going to get. How much you are going to get?
14,243.
14,243.34. Now you have to convert this kilowatt to horsepower. So P naught HP is equal to P naught divided by 735. So from converting the watts to HP means you have to divide it by 735. So 14243.34 divided by 735, which is equal to in terms of HP, horsepower. So check it how much you are going to get. Divide it by 735. I think you will get
19.37.
So this completes the problem. First problem is over. Is it simple?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it simple or any complication in this problem? Okay. This completes the first problem. Whenever they are asking you to determine the engine horsepower means you should follow this one. Okay. Okay, completed. Shall we move for next problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Others, is I moving fastly or is it okay? Is the speed is okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, note down the next problem. So note down. A vehicle is accelerating. It is 1.5, not 15. 1.5. Okay. A vehicle is accelerating. Vehicle is accelerating on a ground. on a gradient of 1.5%, on a gradient of 1.5% upwards, on a gradient 1.5% upwards, wait a minute, upwards, with a rate of 0.8 meter per second square, that is the acceleration they have given, with a rate of 0.8 meter per second square, from initial speed of 15 kmph to 25 kmph, initial speed of 15 kmph to 25 kmph, 15 kmph, 25 kmph. Calculate the various resistances. Calculate the various resistances encountered by the vehicle. Encountered by the vehicle. And the horsepower required. And the horsepower required using the following data. Using the following data. Using the following data. So mass of the vehicle 1500 kg. Mass of the vehicle they have given it as 1500 kg. Coefficient of rolling resistance. Coefficient of rolling resistance 0.02. Coefficient of rolling resistance 0.02. Frontal area of vehicle 3.5 meter square. Frontal area of vehicle 3.5 meter square. Coefficient of air resistance is 0.4. Coefficient of air resistance is 0.4. So kindly note down. Kindly inform me when it is completed with the writing, so that we can part. So others, is it completed? Manasa?
Yes, sir.
Jitra?
Done, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll move for solution. Clear this canvas. Okay. Now, what is the mass of the vehicle they are given? It is 1500 kg. So then what else they are given? Mass of the vehicle is given. Then speed. What is the speed they are given?
25 km/h.
15 kmph to 25 kmph they are given. Then what is F they are given? Coefficient of rolling resistance.
0.02.
0.02. Then they are given the acceleration. What is the acceleration they are given? I think 0.8.
0.8 meter per second square.
Meter per second square. Then what is the coefficient of air resistance and what is the area of frontal? That is the area of the car. Coefficient of air resistance.
0.40.
0.40. What is the area they are given?
3.5 meters square.
2.5 meters square. Then what is the gradient they are given? They given the gradient
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
1.5%. Okay, this is the data they are given. So first we have to write the tractive force, that is in the solution part. So tractive force required P is equal to PA plus or minus. It is PF, PA plus or minus PI plus or minus PJ. So now we have to calculate one by one. So first one is rolling resistance. Rolling resistance. So we know that PF is equal to MFG. So 1500 into F, that is given as 0.02 into G, 9.81. So what will be the value? What will be the value?
294.3.
It is a 294.3 Newton. Then air resistance. Second one is air resistance. PA is equal to CAA V square. So V you have to consider the average. So V is equal to 15 plus 25 by 2. So it is 40 by 2. So it is 20. So we have to consider 20. So CA is 0.4. So 0.40. Area is 3.5 into 20 divided by 3.6 whole square. So how much you will get? Are you going to get 43.20 Newton? Check it. Are you going to get 43.20? Then grade.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then grade resistance. PI MIG by 100. So M is 1500. I is 1.5 into 9.81 divided by 100. So check it how much you are going to get. You are going to get 220.725 Newton. So next inertia due to acceleration. So Pj is equal to M into A. So M is 1500 and 0.8. So check it how much you get. Inertia force
1200.
1200 Newton. After this, calculate PP. Calculate PP. So I'll write here. PP is equal to PF plus or minus PA plus or minus PI plus or minus PJ. So PF is equal to 294.3 plus PA 4320 plus 220725 plus 1200. So check it how much you are going to get PP, which will be in terms of Newton. Check it how much you are going to get.
So 1758.225.
1758.22 Newton you are going to get. This completes one part, that is determining the what I can say, various resistances offered by the vehicle. Next one we have to calculate the engine power. Okay, engine power. So I will erase these things. So everyone have written right this one. Everyone have written?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will erase the things. So take engine horsepower. So P naught, we know that PP into V divided by 3.6. So 1758.22 into V, it is you have to take 15. So 3.6. So how much you are going to get P naught in terms of watts? You get 7325.91. Is it correct? 7325.91. So
Yes,
P
sir.
naught in 7325.91 divided by 735, which will be in terms of HP. How much HP you are going to get? How much HP? You will get around 9.96, approximately equal to 10 HP. Is it correct? Are you going to get 10 HP?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope everyone are following these problems right. Anywhere doubts is there?
Sir, one question, how many marks, sir?
Sir, it will be asked for 10 marks. 10 marks
you, sir.
or 8. Okay. Is the problems are simple? Now I
Yes,
think
sir.
you can able to solve the problem when the data is given, and we all know the formulas also. Okay. Okay. Can I erase this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will move to next problem, which is slightly different one. So note down. Here they are asking the speed of the engine. Can you note down? Passenger car weighing 2 tons. Passenger car weighing 2 tons. We'll solve this problem for today's class. So kindly make it fast. Why? Because we have only 13 minutes time is there. So write it fast and inform me when it is completed, so that I can solve in the board. So make it fast. If it is completed means kindly inform me. Completed? Is it completed?
No, sir.
Okay. Write down, write down, write down. Okay, shall we move for solution?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now tell me what are the data. First, in any subject or in any problems, first you have to write down what are the data they are given. Okay, what is the mass of the vehicle they are given?
2000 kg.
Tons.
So 2 tons means how much you have to consider?
2000 kg.
2000 kg.
It is 2000 kg. Okay. Then what else they are given? They are given the A value, that is 3 meter per second square. So then they are given the speed, it is 10 kmph. So we have to assume that up to 30 kmph the speed will be there. So this is assumption. I'm marking this one, assumption. Then the gradient I is given as 1%, that is +1 they are given. A, that is 2 meter per 2 meters square they are given. The radius of the car tire R0 they are given it as 0.33. Rear axle gear ratio, that is rear axle GA they have given it as 3.82. Transmission gear ratio they have given it as 2.78. Then we have to assume F value. So assume F is equal to 0.02. So assume F is equal to 0.02. Then CA is equal to 0.39. So these are the two assumptions we are making. So assuming F is equal to 0.02, CA is equal to 0.39. Now we know all the values. First calculate the, first write the tractive force required. Tractive force required. So PP is equal to PF plus or minus PA plus or minus PI plus or minus PJ. So I'll directly write a PF is equal to MFG. No, we'll write as usual. No need to skip. Okay. Rolling resistance PF MFG. M is 2000, F is 0.02, G is 9.81. How much you are going to get? I think you have already into the problem, right? Are you going to get 392.4?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, second one, air resistance. Air resistance PA is equal to CAA V square. So CA, they are given it as a CA value. We have assumed 0.39. A they have already given. V is so we have to assume 10 plus 30/2. So 40/2, which is equal to 20. So this is assumption. I told right. If they are not given, means you assume 30 kmph only. Okay. Plus 20 kmph you have to assume. So it is 20 divided by 3.6 whole square. How much you are going to get?
$24.07.
24.07 Newton. Okay. Then C, that is grade resistance. So PA is equal to MIG by 100. So M is 2000. Then I is 1%. They are given 9.81 divided by 100. So how much you are going to get? Into 196.2 you are going to get it. Or you can assume this speed as 20 kmph also. Okay, 20. Next, D, inertia. Inertia due to acceleration. How much you are going to get inertia force? Pj is equal to M into A. So M is 2000 kg, A is 3. Are you going to get 6000 Newton inertia due to acceleration?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we move for engine horsepower calculation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll erase these things. I think you all know how to solve these problems also. So that's it. Now, therefore, PP is equal to PF plus or minus PX plus or minus PA plus or minus PJ. So how much you are going to get PP? Calculate the total tractive force required.
6,612.67.
6,612.67 Newton. Now engine horsepower. Engine horsepower. So P naught is equal to PP into V divided by 3.6. So 661267 into 10 divided by 3.6. So calculate it will be in terms of watts. How much you are going to get? Then calculate HP. That is the P divided by 735. How much you are going to get?
18,368.527.
368.52. So divide it by 735, you will get in terms of HP.
$24.99.
24.99. So approximately equal to 25 HP. Now they are asking, other than this, they are asking the speed of the engine. Okay, speed of the engine. So formula, write the formula for speed of the engine. So I will write here speed of the engine. Speed of engine. N is equal to V into GT into GA divided by 0.377 into RW. Okay. Now, shall I erase this one?
Yes,
Engine
sir.
horsepower. Okay. Now, this is the formula for speed of the engine. So, RW is equal to lambda into R naught. So, assuming lambda is equal to 0.935, that is low pressure tire. So, calculate RW into R naught they have already given, that is 0.33 meter. So you will get 0.308. Then speed of the engine V is known to us. Then GT, that is the first gear ratio, that is 2.78. Rear axle gear ratio, it is 3.82. So divided by 0.377 into 0.308. So calculate the speed in terms of RPM. How much you are going to get? Check it.
$914.56.
900. You will get
914.568.
31.914.
914.
14, yeah. Check it.
914.568, sir.
Okay, wait, I will check. 0.377 into 0.308. So 914, you will get a 914.5. So 914.5. So we will convert it to 915 RPM. Okay, this completes the problem. Okay. I think we are left out with another 2-3 problems. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All the data will be given to you. Simply, you should remember the formulas and inputting that data into the correct formula and getting the value. Okay. Okay. We'll continue the class. That is in the next class. I'm going to solve another 2 or 3 problems. Then we will wind up this first module, and later on we'll go for second module. That is Friday is holiday. So Monday I will complete this first module, and we'll start with second module on Friday. Okay. There are another 2 problems are left out. So we'll see on Monday and we'll wind up. Okay. So wait a minute. Don't leave the session.